Oh!
No!
Saga girl! Oh, shiz.
What's going on? Am I in the field office? No. It's the mine place.
The portraits are gone. This is what you get for making the mine place the exact same as your field office. Now we can't tell.
I can't sense anyone.
They're all gone.
Nothing's working. I can't think straight.
That's weird. There's no cases.
Where is everything?
You don't want to let me touch the TV?
My work. It's all gone. What the hell is happening?
Shh. She's never been in the dark place before. It's hard to comprehend. And I guess the dark place does something a little bit different to everybody. Can I leave?
I can't leave. Why can't I leave?
I'm trapped in my own mind.
The dark presence took over Casey, stole the clicker from me. The last thing I remember is him throwing me into Cauldron Lake. I'm in the dark place. I'm lost. I don't know how to get out. I don't know what to do. That wasn't me. Was it?
My mind feels foggy. Oh!
What? Failed who? What's happening to the case board?
The hell? Whoa, let me read the beginning. My mind feels foggy. Why am I in the dark? Why am I in the mine place? And why can't I leave? Something is very wrong here. What just happened? This is a dark place. I'm in danger. I have to get out of here. Scratch took the clicker. Casey is Scratch now. He has the clicker. Scratch threw me into Cauldron Lake. I remember sinking, but that doesn't explain why I'm in the mine place. Where is your physical person? Other Saga. Other Saga? I'm in the mine place. I'm lost. I don't know how to get out. I don't know what to do. How do I leave? You failed them. What?
The board says I failed them. Who's them?
I let everyone down. Logan, Casey, myself. This is my fault. My daughter is dead. My partner was taken over by a monster. I'm trapped in the dark place. Powerless.
I'm not powerless. What is happening here? This isn't me.
Is the presence, the dark presence, trying to make you feel fear?
Logan.
I neglected my family for my job. I was too thrilled by the cases, the mysteries. I liked how dangerous the work was. And now that danger has destroyed my family. It killed my daughter. No.
This stuff sounds like stuff she would actually be thinking of, though. Remember in the beginning, she was all like, ooh, yeah, I love a good murder mystery and all that. I was like, really?
Casey. Casey depended on me, and I let him down.
I wasn't watching his back. I got wrapped up chasing the wrong lead.
That's not true.
He needed me. Now he's turned into a monster.
He needed me.
That's not true, though. You weren't chasing the wrong lead. You went to Watery to get the clicker. You were just split up doing different things. Your partner.
Scratch took Casey, and it's my fucking fault.
Casey is a monster now. You were a terrible partner. It's your fault he got hurt. Oh.
I'm a terrible mother. I let my daughter die.
Logan died because of you. You were a terrible mom. Failed yourself?
I'm a failure. This is what I deserve.
You fucked everything up. You've lost your mind. You were a terrible detective.
Scratch. He's using Casey now. Like he used Wake. Something's very fucking wrong here.
Oh, oh.
Please, Mom, help.
What the hell?
Night Springs. Logan and David love that show. Their weekly ritual.
What is this?
Casey was being corrupted and I did nothing.
What could we have done, though, realistically? Injury report. Oh, we read this one. Subject seems physically weakened with some confusion about his whereabouts and events. Concussion? Similar symptoms to those becoming shaded individuals. Exposure to shadow is suspected but not confirmed. You knew he was hurt. You knew the dark presence did something to him. You didn't care. You only pretended to care when it was convenient. And the second he became a liability, you let Scratch have him. That's not true. We were trying to track down Scratch and... but it was true though. Like, that parts of it is true because we knew something was wrong. But we couldn't do anything about it. Or maybe we convinced ourselves that something else was more important.
Scratch was Wake. How could I miss that?
Transcript of the interview. Yeah. Mr. Wake, you have been taken into FBC custody and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date. But for now, I need to ask if there is anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel. Anything we may need to know. There is a force here you don't understand. A presence. It's after me. It wants to consume me. Consume everything. Yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. There were so many hints. How did you miss this? Wake was Scratch. It was right there under your nose. Wake was Scratch. Scratch was Wake. Wake, Scratch. Scratch, Wake. Scratch, Wake. It's easy to say, how could you miss this in hindsight?
There's no way out.
No, don't lose hope, Saga. Don't lose hope.
The story.
My life, my family is just part of a book.
Another white asshole deciding what I get to do, how I get to do it.
Ooh.
He took my daughter from me.
I'll never be free of this story from him.
He used her.
Logan is dead.
She's not dead.
God damn it.
You're the only one who won't accept she's dead. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, Saga. You're the hero. That's why you can't accept... Oh my god. What makes more sense? Everyone is wrong? Or you are? What does it say about me that I immediately jump to everyone being right and me being wrong right at the very beginning? If you hadn't been at work, she'd still be alive. She died alone and scared, begging you for help, and you weren't there. I can only hope that when the story changes events, it doesn't actually recreate all the sensations and the events like that. It just puts the final product as a conclusion, if that makes sense. The picture's getting darker. As the water filled her lungs, she realized you weren't coming. Can you even still call yourself a mother after you let your only child die?
No! I'm done with this. It just keeps coming back.
You're blaming a horror story instead of yourself, you coward. Admit she's dead and you killed her. You killed her. You killed her. Wake was Scratch and I had no idea.
What's happening?
Idiot, idiot, idiot. I ignored the fact that Dark Presence was affecting Casey. Oh. You were a terrible partner.
This isn't... What?
You should have never brought him to Cauldron Lake right to Scratch. I took Logan away from her father. You took her from David and stuck her in a backwater shithole.
What is this?
Casey is gone and it's your fucking fault. Saga. Okay, now's the time to not get done in by this mental manipulation, okay? We need to...
This case, this room, is any of it even real?
She's like in a dream-like state right now. You know how when you're dreaming, you don't realize you're dreaming?
Casey was hurt. I should have been watching his back.
You were watching his back by trying to catch the the police station was under siege at the time, so that's actually understandable, I think. But a part of us always goes, what if?
It feels like I'm trapped in a nightmare. Stuck in an echo chamber with all my fears, my doubts, my insecurities.
He needed backup, and you weren't there. Yes, this has all been a hallucination.
Come on!
Shadow monsters? False realities? Magical writers? Really? Oh, you mean this whole thing? I wish.
There's no way out!
Stop.
The cult was just the beginning of the spiral.
The spiral? Oh.
Logan. The horror story used her.
Yeah, and then the case board will say you keep blaming the horror story.
I've had it with you cultist maniacs!
I never should have left Casey at the hotel by himself.
That part I am a little bit... I felt like, don't act alone. But hindsight's 20/20.
I spent too much time away from Logan.
Yeah, this is a hard job for someone with a family like that. A young daughter.
I never should have trusted these.
The manuscript pages. Logan was alone.
What? No.
She spent every day by herself in that trailer. Logan's death broke something inside of me. You couldn't face what happened, so you cracked. Casey was wrong to put his trust in you.
What's happening to me?
You fucked this case up so badly that the FBC took over. They continued fucking up. I used manuscript pages as a crutch instead of doing my job.
I hate this, but it's all true. I had tried to silence these thoughts. Focus on the case. But I can't escape them anymore. I'm drowning. I need a way out before I'm dragged under.
I feel like they're trying to force you to confront this. You gotta take it head on. I abandoned my partner to investigate on my own. Oh, terrible partner.
No, no, no!
You were so eager to be in charge that you left him behind.
No. There has to be a way out. I need a way out. Oh God. None of this is real. I've lost it.
I'm not even here. The mind place isn't real. A case about supernatural darkness. I'm having a full-on psychotic break. I dragged Logan away to a tin can in Watery. She's dead because of me.
There has to be a way out.
I feel like we're having an out-of-body experience. We're disassociating.
I need a way out.
It's over. There's no point trying.
Everything is lost. There's no way out.
No.
No way to fix this.
No.
There's no way out. I'm stuck here forever. Just me and my past. My guilt. My mistakes.
I'm not getting anywhere. I'm stuck. But this is my mind place. My mind.
Yes.
Everything I need is here. It has to be.
Don't give up, Saga.
The lights! No. No. I'm not giving up. Focus, Saga. The answers I need are here somewhere. I just have to look.
Thank you for the flashlight.
My badge. Never should have taken this case.
I wish. I can't boost that because I don't have... Oh, I do. I can boost it.
Hey. Just calling to say thanks for your note.
Yes.
Oh, sometimes I just get in my head too much. So, thanks for pulling me out. You're really the best, Mom. Really. Okay. Talk soon.
The one note of encouragement. Saga, for what it's worth, I think it's important that Logan grows up seeing you do what you love, what you're great at. That'll teach her so much. There will be times just like this when you question your choices, your competence, even your own sanity. When things get dark, remember to trust and love yourself as much as your family does. You won't be perfect, but I know you'll be amazing. Love you always, Mom. Thank you, Mom. Yes.
I saw this online and it made me think of you. Okay, what are you doing? Don't make a big deal out of it, Mom. No hugs, no hugs.
This has been here the whole time. That's right. Logan loves me.
Stop blaming yourself, Anderson. A knife in the arm is just part of the job. If you're gonna keep fussing, you can get the hell out. Look, Dad, leave the whiskey.
A lot of stuff depends on our outlook. Like, if we're spiraling already, then we can argue and reason and make everything seem like my fault.
Scratch was too much for us. I should have made Casey stay behind.
But if he stayed behind, then he wouldn't have helped you and you wouldn't have been able to activate the clicker, maybe.
Anderson, look, after Miranda left, it was, well, I was in a bad place. You dragging me to those dinners at your house with your family, it really, meant a lot. Thank you.
We've been partners for a long time. That's why he came to celebrate Logan's birthday.
Hey, Mom, I made you a charm bracelet for good luck. I made a matching one for me, so bring me back something cool from Washington.
We have to make it out and bring a souvenir back. There are people depending on us.
It was so obvious the Koskela brothers were behind the cult.
They had those emails in their computer. Come on, Saga, you can do this. You can do this. But this is like self-defeating ones. I don't know if I want to put those ones down. I guess I will anyway.
God damn it!
What kind of detective are you? They were right in front of you. Logan made us matching bracelets, charm bracelets, before I left. How do I leave? No. Okay, hold up. Photo of Casey at Logan's birthday party. You weren't a terrible partner.
Casey trusts me.
Yes.
I know he does.
Yes.
I'll just let him down again. Shit!
I might not always be the best partner, but Casey trusted me. He wouldn't give up, and neither will I. Casey's still in there, I'm sure of it. Casey isn't just a partner, he's family. Dark presence.
I can't do this!
You knew he was injured. Why the hell did you take him to Cauldron Lake? We needed him. Oh, there's some negative ones though, because I didn't find all the negative ones earlier, I think. Bottle of whiskey I gave Casey when he was in the hospital.
It's not too late. I can still save them.
No matter what I do, someone will get hurt. I don't know what to do. I'm afraid.
I'm my own worst enemy. The fears in my head are stopping me from trying. From leaving.
Shit!
That's a lot of people's worst enemies. I wish I'd been there for Casey, but I know he wouldn't want me to blame myself for this. We can't control every outcome. He taught me that. Casey has never blamed me when things go sideways. It's all part of the job. You're not a terrible mother. Logan loved you.
I'm not a perfect mom, but I'm doing my best.
Logan loves me and I love her.
Logan was just being nice when she gave me that mug. I never deserved her. Fuck, no!
I brought this mug with me on every case. I go where work takes me, but I never forget where home is. Yes, yes. No, I guess it's this one.
Logan isn't anyone's plot device. She's my daughter. And she's not dead.
Dead! She's dead!
Shut up, other Saga!
I didn't save her. What the fuck?
My daughter isn't dead, and I won't let some bullshit story convince me that I let her die. She wanted us to stay connected. God, I love that kid. Hang tight, hang tight.
No, this is all real. I know it is.
The FBI will kick me out. I'll have nothing. No, no, no!
I haven't lost it, at least not yet. This is all real. This place wants me to doubt myself, but I can't. I still have work to do. Yes, we have to do work. It's a society of capitalism. We have to keep working. You can't keep me away from work. Yes!
I am honored by this award. Thank you. While our agency must continue to improve, the work we do here, protecting communities, pursuing the truth, it's the most important work there is.
The lights are on. The lights... Yes, they're coming back on.
It's okay to be afraid,
Yes.
but I can't let this end here.
I can't. I just want it to stop.
Giving up won't make this stop. Logan needs me. Casey needs me.
What the fuck?
It's not that we're not afraid, it's that we love these people more than we're afraid. If I were a bad detective, I'd probably be dead by now. Blaming myself for past mistakes won't solve the case. Casey gave me no when a shit for that speech. I haven't failed them, and I'm not going to. There is still time to fix this. Look, it's so bright I can't even see your face. Other Saga?
I've made mistakes. I'll make more. But I can do better. And I can start by leaving this room.
I'm afraid it will hurt,
It will.
but nothing will hurt more than not trying to save them.
Yes!
It will hurt. But I will fight.
You can leave. By overcoming my fears and doubts. Yes.
God damn it!
The dark place tried to trap me here. The only way to leave is facing it head on. Wake called it a nightmare. I need to dive into that nightmare and find a way back home.
Unfortunately for you, by giving me my case board, it means that I was able to organize my thoughts and leave. I'll have to dive even deeper. I won't give up. The dark place tried to weaponize my anxieties against me. I won't let it turn me into a Taken. I'm stronger than that, and Logan needs me. Everything's back. We're not doing it now. Everything's back. I can access everyone again. Weapon upgrade 1.
1 remaining.
Oh, that's the first time I've actually been able to, okay. We'll go back to this later on. I never got a prompt for that until now.
Saga, wake up.
Alice! I'm at Parliament Tower.
The payphone was ringing. Somehow I knew the call was for me.
Do we have a map here? We don't. Place is different though. It looks like Dawn might be wanting to break. We're all afraid to pick up the phone.
Hello?
It's me again. You need to go to the statue at Parliament Tower Plaza. To make your ending come true, you will need what's inside the shoebox there.
Future Saga? Future Alice?
The ending? A shoebox? Who is this?
There is no closing the doors on past sins. Oh, there's a graffiti on the board. Tim? Tim.
Agent Anderson.
Not nice to see you here.
Is that really you? Sorry, this place likes to play tricks.
Sheriff Breaker? What happened to you? How did you end up in the dark place?
I was brought here. Snatched away from the morgue by a man named Welonz. Been trying to piece it together for... Well, it feels like a long time now.
It's okay, we'll get everyone out of here and we'll even have time to make it back to Deerfest, alright?
Who is this door person?
He's here. Somewhere. I've been seeing his face in my dreams for years. This whole thing is insane. But he is much more than he seems. He's connected to all of this.
We can profile him. We're right here.
I need to get to Parliament Tower Plaza. Do you have any idea where it is?
This place, it's like trying to find your way around in a dream. I've been trying to map it, but it keeps looping and shifting. Like there are many versions stacked on top of each other. There is a page. Describes Door finding his way through this place. I tried to follow the steps, but no luck.
You found a page where Door was the main character?
Can I see that page, Tim?
Of course. In fact, it's the page I tried to give you back in the morgue in Bright Falls. Huh. Now that I think about it, maybe Door brought me here to keep you from reading it.
Well, now we've got to read it. Hurry up and pass it over before you get whisked away again.
I'm gonna keep looking for Door. The closer I get, the closer I feel to waking up. I need to find the man behind the curtain.
Welonz walked across the rain-slicked tiles of Caldera Street Plaza. He stopped at the door to the construction yard. A poster for his talk show hung there. He stepped through, willing it to take him to Parliament Tower Plaza.
I know what I need to do. The door to Parliament Tower Plaza was at the construction yard.
It's not here? It's not here. Oh, I see. It isn't here. This was like bugged out for me the longest of times. It says one remaining because I need to look for one more deer head. All the deer heads I've been patting.
One remaining.
I will find that one after we end off here. Hey, you took away my weapon upgrades. Hey, why did they all turn into like white papers? What the heck? The story? Still for later? Still? Oh, I want to read the page. Come home. Door traverses the dark place.
Warland Dorr walked across the rain-slicked tiles of Caldera Street Plaza. The rain didn't seem to touch him. He sensed his steps were being observed, documented into the story. He allowed it, this one time for this one reason, to be passed on by his unwilling disciple, to read at the right time. The ocean that was the dark place took the shape of New York City, drawn for the mind of Alan Wake, in part for the writer to navigate his prison, in part to torment him as he struggled to find his way out. Dorr was not bound by the rules as Wake was. He came and went as he pleased. For now, Dorr entertained the writer's fantasy, for a purpose known only to him. At the edge of the plaza, he stopped at the door to the construction yard. A poster for his talk show hung there, another part of Wake's fiction. He stepped through, willing it to take him to Parliament Tower Plaza.
Willing it. As if that's just something that happens. Mr. Dorr.
This is the first time I've seen a page about Warland Dorr. Who is he?
A door that stands between two rooms is in both. A door that can lead anywhere is everywhere. That door is the center. He governs the currents of reality.
With all the powers mixed up in this, it's hard to know who's playing who. Opening too many doors. This isn't important right now. I can look into it later.
I half expected something weird to happen, but I guess if he is my dad, he married into the family, so he doesn't have that seer bloodline.
The page describes him moving through the door. How can I do that?
The dark place has many faces and many names. It is a mirror, reflecting all possible realities. The family of doors have the power to shift between these realities.
Oh, shiz!
And elsewhere.
If I can find a way to navigate through this nightmare, maybe I can find a way to get back home.
Well, I'm an Anderson and a Dorr, if he is my dad, which means I can also do the shifting through reality stuff. Oh. Can we do it? Can we do it? Okay, I'll look at the case board. What do you got here? Cauldron Lake. I need to protect Torn Odin while they perform. Scratch will show up. I should be ready. Done. Everything was going according to plan until the Dark Presence went into Casey and took the clicker. Fact versus fiction. For later. Story for later. Oh, there's nothing. There isn't actually anything. What's the little dot on? That's it. That's it. There ain't anything. So your construction yard, I mean, I don't get to know where it is. Your construction yard. The door to the construction yard. Your talk show had a poster around. Oh. Not that way. I mean, I do see a Mr. Dorr thing over there. Tim, why do we never want to, I don't know, gang up together? We need to start doing some of those things. I've only got one gun. That's all I got. I don't even know where on earth the construction yard is supposed to be. I don't think it's here. Yeah, we're leaving. Construction yard. There's not even taken here. Did it say on the page where the construction yard is? Oh, like right here? not a lake, it's an ocean. It's not a loop, it's a spiral. If this works, it means I'm a door. Doesn't it? Oh, Alan, why did you take everything already? Oh, but remember I left a few containers unopened on purpose. Maybe Saga will reach them. If I go like that? Damn it, Alan, why'd you open all of them?
I made it. I need to get up to the street and find that statue.
Thank you. Oh. There's stuff to be done here, clearly. Why are they giving me so much stuff? You only gave me one gun. Why did you give me shotgun ammo? That ain't gonna help. I guess at least I should put the flashbangs over here. Yeah. At the minimum.
You let me drown!
No, 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 no.
Enough already.
It stopped. It really stopped because I don't have time for this crap. Oh, the Taken are here. Oh, we were just in the wrong station, that's all. No Tim, but there is a lamp. No safe room, get the hell out of my face. I don't care which one of you is real. I'm gonna get
There's
the photos.
The clicker.
Yes.
And some kind of bullet. Shining with light. How did the clicker get here from Washington?
It didn't. It was a photo that turned into reality. Because the photo was of a clicker. Can we go in? Escape the dark place. Well, I have to use the clicker somewhere. I'm sick of this crap. I've got a lot of batteries. It doesn't mean I have to spam them, but I wasn't sure if he was done already.
The phone again.
I have a limit on bullets. Well, they're coming close. Whoa!
Yes?
Hello. You don't know me, but you need to listen.
Hold on. How did you know the clicker would be there?
This is important. Alan's lost.
This is Alice, right?
He doesn't have the ending. He needs your help to finish the story.
How am I supposed to help him from here?
We need to talk.
Okay. I'm in the dark place. Wake is in Washington. I could talk to him in overlaps before. My mind place is more powerful than I ever knew.
But he's
I can
also...
try to contact him.
Saga doesn't know that he's in the dark place as well. This should make it even easier for us to talk. Hello, ring ring, Alan, pick up.
Alan. We need to talk about the ending.
Saga, what is this?
My mind place. I've reached out to you like this before. But I understand more about it now.
You see visions too.
It's very clear.
I used to think they were ideas, inspiration.
The
But
echoes?
they're real. Just like this now. I try to use them to make the story come true.
So this is coming from both of us. Maybe that's how we could communicate in the overlaps. We could use this to stop Scratch.
First, I need the ending.
So there's a problem with the ending?
I don't have the ending. It has to be perfect, but I don't have time to figure it out.
You had 13 years, my man.
I don't know what to do. Fuck. I'm so sorry. This whole thing is a fucking mess.
I agree. But we can still figure this out. And what exactly does perfect mean?
The elements of the ending need to come from the story's pre-existing parts. To make matters worse, this is a horror story.
You don't need to tell me this is a horror story.
Right. The ending has to fit the genre if it's going to work. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters.
There must be a way to bring a hero into the story.
If there is a hero, they will ultimately pay a heavy price.
This is that conversation we were having. Exactly.
So the ending has to be earned, set up by the story. You can't build a case without supporting evidence.
That's the only way to make it stick.
It just makes me really afraid that it means that somebody will have to sacrifice themselves.
I can't let the horror story take Logan and Casey. They were dragged into this. They need to survive. Non-negotiable.
Not just them. We need to try to save everyone. I have an idea how to help Casey. He's a real person who I twisted into a character. He isn't my creation, so he isn't a suitable host for the Dark Presence. I can write that into the ending to drive that fucking thing out of him.
It's gotta go somewhere though, right?
Well, if the ending has to fit the story, this is how I see it. Return is a story about a story that comes true. And I'm a character in the story.
Not just a character. The hero.
Okay, a hero. In any case, I've been through hell to be here. And this is my life. It feels earned to me that I rise above the story and be there to create the ending.
Yes. That's what we're doing. Here, now. We're figuring out the ending I need to write.
I feel like we're talking in circles a little bit.
This isn't Scratch's ending. But this isn't your ending either. This is our ending. You aren't the only one deciding these things anymore.
You're right. I can't do this alone. Every time I write, things only get worse.
You beat this thing back in 2010, Alan. And here you are doing the same again. You're a hero too. We're in this together.
Then let's bring it home.
Double hero feature. Makes sense? Alan's been suffering for so long. It's already earned that he's gonna get something right eventually, right?
The ending will have to be dark, no matter what. The more people we save, the greater the cost. And the hero must pay the price.
One of the heroes. The scales always need to balance. Fuck it. Let's go with this.
Are you sure?
There's no time for anything better. Scratch could be here any second.
Then that's our ending.
One of the heroes.
I have the clicker. I'll find a way to get it to you.
And I'll get the pages down. See you on the other side.
Are both of us leaving? Certainly doesn't sound like it. Now what?
I need to retrace my steps back to Caldera Street Plaza. I arrived in the dark place through the fountain. Maybe I can leave that way too.
That guy's real. the hell out of here. Just leave. The fountain?
Caldera Plaza is back through the subway. I have to hurry.
This is the exact same place, but not. Yeah, Alan did that in the beginning once too.
I wish that you weren't my mom.
Shut up. Wait. Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Okay, we're out of bullets. We're out of bullets. Is that it? But damn it, nobody left. Alright, we gotta go because people are respawning and stuff. I'm just gonna use that first aid kit now. I didn't get a chance. Oh, well, I'm in the dark place, so it doesn't matter, but I didn't get a chance to refill my charms. I had that. My Oh Dear Diner mug charm. One of them broke when I was fighting Scratch. Oh. Hi, I'm here.
Alan?
Saga, I finished it. The ending we talked about.
I have the clicker and the bullet of light. Let's do this.
I think this is the first time we've seen live-action Saga.
I have to be the one to do it.
I feel like I've always been on this journey. Okay. It must end here, this darkness. What lies under the surface now shifts. A play of shadows catching my eye, thrusting my face into the water. He's here. It's shockingly cold, past the mirror of the surface. And I will see.
Casey?
The end. Scratch! Now! A white, searing light of truth that for a flash pierces the shadows and reveals the hidden horror. And in that moment of silence, the whispered message finally heard. Come on, you motherfucker! Come on! Come home! What if there's nothing waiting to be revealed?
Come home!
The play of shadows fool us all, subterfuge to get our price of admission.
Alan!
Darkness not as a monster, but as emptiness. We're none the wiser. No answers, no truths. The hero turns to look inside. Is destroyed by what he sees, and is redeemed. Saga said we're both heroes. I'll pay that price. So will she. We are here to kill the monster. I pray nothing comes after this. Nothing but sleep.
Oh.
This is how we win. Is it too easy? What if this is still the dark place? Another dream to wake up from, always coming back to the beginning.
But this is the beginning.
The memory of what came before burned away by this terrible realization. Maybe it's a mercy, forgetting. To know nothing when we loop around, back to the...
This is the very beginning. We saw Alan with a hole in his head. Casey?
Is it over?
Is there reception in the dark place?
Anderson?
No. No, don't do this to me. Oh my god, no! This is like Inception! Like the ending to Inception when they had the little spinny spin, but then it wobbled, but you didn't know whether it stopped or not. Oh my god. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. that very last bit with Alan getting shot, if you go back to the very first episode, that's the first thing we see when we start the game. It's going back to the beginning. But he loses memory of what happened. Oh. Man, I felt like, I mean, we went through this whole thing and there were so many things that happened, but at the same time, it felt like we didn't get anywhere then. We don't even know if Saga and Casey seems like he's okay. Maybe, hopefully. Saga, Logan, I don't know. Towards the last few hours here, things rapidly became a time travel kind of story. Things that we were doing had the ability to affect the past and potentially the future, I guess. So because of that, it becomes really hard to keep anything straight anymore, but it doesn't feel like our two heroes are really gonna get anywhere. Even if it means that Logan is okay now and Saga's okay, but then what about Alan? He did get out, but he didn't. He goes back out of his own volition to save everybody. What about him? He's just gonna be trapped there forever then? I don't know about that. That sounds extremely cruel, given that he's already been there for 13 years. I am broken. That's all I know about this right now. I'm not okay with this. No. I know we have DLCs coming out next year. We have 2 DLCs. But honestly, this kind of feels like it's too big of a thing to leave for a DLC. It feels more like an Alan Wake 3 kind of thing. Which, given the critical reception I've seen to Alan Wake 2, I can't imagine isn't on the table. So maybe that's just something we have to look for then. Wow, like, so much happened at the end there. I didn't think Alan would put the dark presence back into himself though. But we needed it to get out of Casey, and I guess the fact that he wrote it to be a loop, it's pretty clever given how much time he had, but at the same time it's like, well, it kind of makes everything feel like, are we just gonna keep doing this forever and ever? I don't think we didn't get much resolution to anything really. That's one thing that I feel like.
This part is just for you. After the haunting started, I got in touch with an organization that was still looking into what happened in Bright Falls. I went to their offices and...
FBC.
Something happened there. After I got home, I could suddenly remember everything. I remembered being trapped inside that lake. A dark ocean with echoes of myself. My fears, my photos. Inside a dark tide of madness. The same events and images looping again and again. And then I saw a light. Your light. You dove in just as I swam out. You never drowned. And you're still there reaching out. That is what the haunting is. I can see you because I've been there too. I chose to come back to the dark place. That is why I put on this exhibition. I had to mislead you so that I could get you to where you needed to be. The only way out of your loop is destruction or ascension, light or dark. And we've covered the destruction part many times over. And we're getting to the ascension bit by bit. Time means nothing here. You'll still need to go through the loop. But I will keep showing you the images you need to see, the light you need to see, until you're ready. Alan, I think we're getting close.
It's not a loop. It's a spiral.
Wait, this changes everything! Oh! It's not a loop, but it's a spiral. It's not a circle. A circle doesn't have a beginning or an end. You go through the exact same things again and again and again. But if it's a spiral, it looks like a circle, it looks like some things are repeating, but it does have a beginning, it does have an end, and eventually deviations will happen. Oh wow, that's a good sign though, that's a great sign. Oh, and I'm so glad that Alice is okay. This feels like probably Alice will be pretty important in the story upcoming then. Whether it be the DLCs or a 3. She knows more and she's helping. Her part in the story is that she had to lie and make Alan think that she actually died so that he would be angry enough to go shoot himself in the writer's room to make all that happen, to fall into despair so that he could become Scratch in the future and all. So she's trying to follow this almost like a predetermined path. But she's a new variable that we hadn't really encountered up until now. She's doing things on her own, not just Alan's wife who is waiting to be rescued. She's doing stuff, she's here. She's in the dark place. She seems to have a pretty good understanding of what's been going on too. She knows Alan is not dead, and he's been in this loop. And she's helping us to get out. Oh, wow. I feel like this just opens up a new can of worms though, like at some point, maybe Alan will have to start incorporating Alice into the story and all that. Wow, it's blowing my mind to think about. Just, wow. I've heard Alice's original actress passed away, so they had to recast her. The journey through the night continues. Wow, I'm still trying to digest everything right now. Let's take a look at the deer heads before we continue. One remaining. This was in the nursing home. I just didn't touch this one.
Hate to see them like this.
I knew I had been to every place already, but I neglected to actually touch this. Now.
Let my twin in the other office lead the way.
The deer is talking?
Let my twin in the other office lead the way.
The one in the field office, right? But that's Saga, right? That's Saga's voice? Oh my goodness. So there's blood splatters now. What was that noise? Oh. Hello? Ah. It's how you were supposed to get into room 108. And of course you're gonna be gone now. Thank you, little dear. And then we can get lots of supplies and stuff, which... Too bad we can't use it in the dark place, huh? Would have been nice to have this beforehand, but I think we got plenty of supplies, as is. As evidenced by my entire shoebox. Oh, look at this whole room! Look at the... There's deer skulls. All sorts of different ones. How do the deer feel about their skulls being preserved like that? Well, that's a cool little scene. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a very... It reminds me a little bit of Life is Strange, actually. That one also had like a doe leading people around, and it seemed very mystical. But the end result of this room is really just more supplies. I wish we at least got like a deer mask or something, one of the cultist people masks. That would have been cool. Alright, seems like that is really the end of it then. All the collectibles and all that. Back to the game here. Wow. I'm still... There's a part of me that's still like, what the hell did we just see? And not even just about the ending, but about the whole game. This was... fantastic. fantastic. And I think it's also a really good depiction of sometimes you don't actually need to understand every little detail fully about a game story to enjoy it. It sounds kind of dumb, but I think it's possible to enjoy an experience just based off vibes alone too. A lot of people probably on their first finish are, well, I'm guessing, are kind of confused on like the little details and stuff, but it's still enjoyable at the end of the day. And I think that's a really important thing. I'm left with so many questions. Did we get answers? Some answers, yes. But then even stuff like, is Mr. Door actually Saga's dad then? Well, I feel like, yeah, they basically just didn't say it, but it is, right? Because she also had the ability to go through realities and stuff, which apparently Mr. Door says is a door thing. And then Andersons have the seer power, so she might be a pretty important figure later on. And the next time we'll have more people around. We'll have Alice, we'll have Saga, Casey, all trying to help Alan out. And can we save everybody? The costs will be great. But have you ever seen a horror story where the monster wins? Actually, don't answer that. But I just want to say, like, a typical story. Usually the heroes win because they're the heroes. Otherwise, why would they be a hero, right? So I'm hoping at the end of this we'll all get a good outcome and all that. As far as all the little details are concerned, like once they start incorporating the whole, what I'm currently doing is gonna affect the past thing, like I just feel like, yeah, like we said earlier, this is gonna be potential to get really, really crazy. I'm really excited by all these possibilities. But it does seem like Alan will be suffering for a little bit longer, and maybe Saga as well. Everyone around him. This might be like Estevez says, this is the biggest fuck up since the Eagle River AWE. Get the feeling they'll probably expand on this a little bit more in other games too, like maybe the upcoming Max Payne remake or Control 2. And then as for a straight up continuation, I guess we'll have to be waiting for the expansion DLCs. Yeah, I gotta go, like, just digest everything and then maybe watch everything again to have my brain function, because right now I'm just like, duh. But I really enjoyed this. I might be pretty inclined to say that this is the most memorable and unique AAA experience I've had in a long time too. Like we mentioned before, when you get into AAA gaming territory, budgets are in the millions and then lots of stuff starts being at stake. Developers start doing things that they know people like, people want to see, that we might have seen a million times already, but we still like it because that's just how, that's the definition of mainstream stuff. You see these things, you like it, and they keep doing it. Alan Wake clearly does a lot of stuff that are pretty unconventional by AAA standards, such as putting a short film in their whole game, and having all those Finnish references too. A lot of media, not even just games, would sanitize it in like Americanize it, anglicize it, so that the biggest target audience, usually English speakers in the Western world, would not feel alienated by it. No, I made it sound really negative here, but it's a process of localization, right? It's why the main character's name is Alan Wake and not Veikko Alan. I feel like they struck a really good balance here between not alienating people, but also being like, hey, did you know we're Finnish? Here's some Finnish stuff for you. And judging by Alan Wake 2's critical reception, I feel like everyone's been accepting of it too, which is great to see. Remedy is really starting to carve out a space in the industry, I feel like, that only they themselves belong into. And that's so great to see. Because in a world where new games come out every month, every week, every day, newness, innovation, weirdness, uniqueness, these are things that personally I value more highly than stuff like quality in general. Which from a narrative point of view, I don't think Alan Wake 2 was lacking it at all, but as we've seen throughout this whole playthrough, I think probably I could have used a few more passes in the technical department, lots of little bugs here and there, especially with a map. And the worst one was the Espresso Express one. Thankfully, we didn't have to do the hack trick to get around it. The inventory and combat system, I'm not like 100% about. Yeah, I think especially if they want everything to be like real-time combat with no pausing in between, then The whole inventory management stuff would be really nice if it wasn't like this console submenu after submenu kind of system. Like, it would be nice if I could actually use my mouse as a mouse, or even just double-clicking. Like, double-clicking to move stuff between the shoebox and the inventory, as opposed to being like, okay, I'm gonna drag this thing over to the other box one by one. Yeah, like, just compare something like this to Resident Evil 4 Remake. They look similar on the outside, but a lot of the little details, Resident Evil 4 has the polish down really, really well, and it never feels like, it doesn't feel like the system is working against me. And then God knows what the map was doing. It was tainted by the Dark Presence like 75% of the time, where it was very hard to trust it because sometimes it would show collectibles that are either not there or at a completely different elevation, but you couldn't tell because the map doesn't have elevation. So yeah, there's definitely still lots of room for improvement here. In general, I enjoyed the case board. It seemed very mundane, but being able to put stuff together like that was kind of nice and feels organized. And I love what they did at the end there with Saga too, making it as a tool to show her being harassed by the Dark Presence, her self-doubts and fears and anxiety all surfacing. Alan's plotboard stuff was cool too, although I constantly wanted to try every single combination of scene with the little things that we could change about it, but it definitely felt like there was the right one. And then outside of the right one, there wasn't too much worth in doing the wrong ones on purpose, which I think is understandable because the more variations you have, the more complex everything becomes. And also because of those different alternate realities, it was very hard to tell what was going on with the map too. So that was another thing that contributed to the map being pretty crazy. But overall, I don't think these really took away from the overall experience that much. It's the kind of thing that differentiates a 85 out of 100 game versus a 90 out of 100 game though, so if they can patch it up, then it would be even more super than it is right now. Yeah, I feel like at the end, I do feel like I'm leaving here thinking, I wish we got to see a little bit more of Alan and Saga's journey, because at this point, they're not safe yet, and what's gonna happen to them? But hopefully this time we won't have to wait another 13 years. In fact, it should be less than 1 year, because both of the announced DLCs are for 2024. And I will absolutely be back here for that, and I hope you will be as well. Alright, this was such a blast. How do you feel? Feel free to let me know in the comments below. Are you super confused? Or are you the one with a 20-page theory on what's gonna happen in the next game? Feel free to share it all, I'll read it. And with that said, this was Welonz with Alan Wake 2. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you all back here in another place, hopefully not the dark place, and in another time. Bye!